get this 80 grit to get those spots that need to be flattened down. I'm looking for the thing that this goes on. I can't seem to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I don't think this is right because the sheets are not long enough to fold over. And this is a different brand, so I think I'm still looking. I just don't see it anywhere. Trying to find either the buffer for this paper or the paper for this buffer. I was sent to a completely different section of the store. Excuse me, do you work this section?
Yeah.
Somebody in the automotive told me that I could find... Okay, I have this that doesn't have a buffer, and I have this that doesn't have paper, and one of those is supposed to be here.
Like,
either sandpaper that fills this?
34.
Okay, or a buffer that fills this, that holds this.
34 again, yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, I think we found the paper that fits the buffer. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the 60 grit. I'm about to lose my freaking mind. I am still at Canadian Tire. I'm looking for the lab seal to install the roof fan, and I can't find, they don't have it. And I don't even know what it is. What the hell is lap seal? I asked the guy who works here, he doesn't know either. The internet doesn't seem to be much help either. I don't think it's an option here. So either I get something else or I go somewhere else, and I'm just like really sick of being in the store. So I did not get anything for the roof vent. I'm gonna focus on the paint for now. The reason I'm kind of in a hurry to get everything today is because it's Easter, so I don't think the stores are gonna be open for the next 2 days, and that's when the sun's out. So if I'm missing anything, I will be screwed. Some guy was looking at me, and I waved. He did nothing. I just remembered I forgot to get plastic to be able to cover the parts of the van that are not the color that I'm painting, or the windows or whatever. So off we are to the dollar store. I'm about to lose my mind. So I'm at the dollar store, I get out, I go close the door. It just takes a gentle push to close it, and it locks in a way that you can't open it from the outside. But even though it's locked and you can't open it from the outside and it looks closed, as soon as I start driving, it flies open. I'm not just upset about the door or the seat or whatever little problems are still wrong with the van. Mind you, just getting ready to paint it's like it was supposed to be fun. This part, like, I love painting and the changing the aesthetic of the van. That's supposed to be the fun part. But I'm just stressed and tired because the van is not, it's not ready to, it's not road ready. And I can't go anywhere with it. I could barely make it up the street to the dollar store. I can't leave, and it's just adding to the feeling that I have that I'm stuck. Like, I have a vehicle that I can't use. I have funds that I should be able to use to live my life, but they're going into this van that's not helping me at all. And I'm like, I should be able to just leave the house and not have to worry about if she sees me leave or what she sees me doing or whether she knows I have a vehicle or not. This is insane. This is insane. So if you're watching this and if you get it, it's probably because you've dealt with narcissists before, especially narcissistic parents. Actually, any narcissist. But if you don't get it and you're like feeling particularly sorry for me or feeling like that it's something I'm doing or I'm just paranoid or whatever, please look up narcissistic personality disorder and do your research, because this is really what it's like. It's insanity. Like, I am an adult and I should be able to just walk out of the house and not worry and go about my day, and my biggest problem should be getting my van door to close. It shouldn't be the paranoia I have about how long have I been gone. Will she notice that I'm gone? What's she gonna do while I'm gone? Is she gonna go through my stuff? Is she gonna throw something out? Is she gonna hide things? Is she gonna sabotage me? Is she gonna pretend nothing's wrong and then do it later? This is crazy, and I need to leave. And so for anybody who's looking in from outside, like watching this, and like, well, why don't you just leave? I'm trying. And that's kind of why I'm glad I have the opportunity to film this, because so many other people who are in abusive situations that want to leave, it's not as easy as just opening the door and walking out. So hopefully I can depict that in this vlog with some like depth so you guys get it. But you know, I have to think about a plan B now, because I really don't know what's gonna happen with this van. Like, why is everything going wrong? Why is everything taking longer? Why is everything costing more? Why is this happening? I thought I was meant to do this. I thought that everything was falling together, and now it's just falling apart. So the sandpaper and the buffer, remember I was trying to match those two together, and then I spoke to this guy in the store, and he told me, actually two of them told me, where to find the ones that work. Well, this one doesn't seem to fit either. You know what? I think it's working. I honestly think it's working, and it's really not that hard. Like, I took this, flattened it in like 20 seconds. That's not bad. So just to give you an idea of before and after the sanding, it's definitely making a huge difference. It took me about 25 minutes to do maybe a quarter of the van. Yes, I do have dirt all over my face. There's debris flying everywhere as I'm sanding, so I'm trying to keep my face away from it so I'm not breathing it in, but I'm probably breathing in quite a bit of it. That's not good. And my arms are getting tired already. But by that estimate, plus I didn't even really get to the roof yet, or really the bottom, but it seems pretty decent throughout the majority. So best guess is probably about 3 hours of sanding, which means all day today. I'm gonna have to take breaks because my arms just can't deal. And so I'm not even gonna get to paint today, most likely. It's just like this tiny little area. That's a really dirty truck. So what I'm doing here is something probably dumb, but I have to. I have to see what this paint is gonna look like if I put it directly on this dark ass paint. Like, I want to see what this is gonna look like directly on that. Whoop. Does these little bubbles. What's up with that? I don't think that's good. I feel like it's very much not good. I just wiped it off to make it a little bit easier to sand off, because I don't want to really start with it all bubbly on there. Oop. that was not further. Maybe that's the key. Maybe I'm supposed to just put a ton of it. But again, it's bubbling. Why? I think I'm just supposed to put several light coats. Normally, I seem to be aware that when things are meant to be, they tend to just unfold easily. And I've been getting this message lately that I've been resisting or like trying too hard, forcing things. You know, when I called the garage and it was like, hurry up. A part of me was like, no, it's time to like get them going and give me back the van, which I do think is true. But there was like this tension within me that was like trying to force things to happen when I needed them to happen. So the guy at the garage wasn't giving me the van back, like they weren't done. The person who was supposed to get the rest of my furniture postponed another week, you know, and just all these things started to happen that were making everything take longer than I thought they would take, than I wanted them to take. And so I was trying to make it happen faster. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't stay here anymore. I'm going to lose my freaking mind. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to step back from this and go meditate and get in a zone of allowing and see what happens. I don't want to go back to the house. I realize I'm sitting in a van with nothing but my phone and paint. But going to the house, just sitting in the van feels like I'm free. Then as soon as I go into the house, it feels like I'm back in prison. I don't want to go back. I think I'm just going to park the van right in the driveway. I'm sick of this. I changed my mind. I can't do it. I'm honestly not even totally sure what I'm afraid she's gonna do. It's just like this anxiety. Like, I just know that it's better if she doesn't see it coming, and that when she leaves, I park the van in the driveway and put all my stuff in it and leave and don't look back. The problem is I can't do that right now because the door doesn't close.